I'm Chris with Virtue Paintball. I'm going to show you a couple of our new gear bags. This is the new Virtue gear bag with removable satchel. And we put this on here, this removable pouch. We call it a satchel for fun because there's two versions. This is the version without the solar power, and then we have another version that I'm going to show you with the solar power. So just to show you real quick how this removable bag works. I've got a couple Velcro strips that hook and lock in there. And this can be removed if you want. If you've got like wallet or MP3 player or whatever in here, you know, you can remove this and stash it somewhere or whatever. The removable part comes really into play on the solar panel version. Now the two bags we've got, the only difference is one has a solar panel on here and the other one doesn't. So they're exactly the same bag. So everything I show you on the next bag goes for this one, except this has a solar panel on the other one. Okay. So I've loaded it up with, you know, kind of your typical gear that you take to the field. You can see, just to stand up and show you, it's a backpack, good sized gear bag. I've hanged a couple things off it. We'll go through all that, but it's not too heavy, not too bad. I mean, it's about, you know, typical weight of a gear bag. The materials itself are lightweight, and I've got a ton of gear packed in here. So let me just jump right in and I'll show you all the features as I unpack it. This is the kind of the defining feature on it, is the solar panel. And this is a charging station where you can charge, you know, your phone or your iPod, your MP3 player. On the back side of this panel, there's a port where you can plug in a USB adapter, which is included. Let's see here. We've got a bunch of little different adapters that plug into it to kind of accommodate all the different phones and stuff. But you know, this little USB cable plugs right in here on this side, USB. And on the other side, you've got your various phone chargers. So, you know, like Samsung one here or Sony Ericsson one here. If you've got an iPhone, iPod or whatever that's got just the USB charger, that plugs right in here. And this is real sweet because as you're walking around, the sun just charges this up and you can always top off your phone, top off your MP3 player, you know, charge it in an emergency. And if you've got one of the Virtue OLED boards, like the NT OLED board, as well as some of the other ones we have coming out that have a USB charger on it, you can recharge your gun. So you can do that right there on the field. And let's see, last little thing on this is there's a little rubberized grommet here where you could run the cable through. And so if you wanted to, you know, put your iPod in there, charge it, listen to it, you know, you could run your earbuds right through there. And this is also removable. And the big thing about this being removable is if it rains, you know, I mean, it can hold up to some rain, it can hold up to getting wet, but if it's raining a ton, you know, it's good to pull this thing off and not let the rain be pouring directly on it. Or you can just pull this and grab it and carry it around with you even. So if you just wanted to have the charger, you could have that with you. Okay, now I'm really just going to jump into the bag itself, and I'm going to show you, you know, how much stuff I've crammed in here. You can see first, I'll just go on the outside. I like to kind of tie my stuff on the outside. We've got these compression straps. If you had a ton of stuff in this bag like I do, you could tighten these down and really cinch it down to compress the bag as much as you want. But these bags these compression straps are real nice because they let you hook on some other things. So I hooked on my goggle bag. It's got a pair of goggles in it. Goggle bag's not included. I mean, that usually comes with your goggles, but if you don't have a goggle bag, you could just hook your goggles to it. It's in my goggle bag. I throw my little microfiber, my Virtue Glint spray, and I got my, let's see what I put here, old school goggles. This is just a collection of gear that I had around the house that I threw in here. On the side, you got a little pouch here for your can of soda, water, beer, whatever. So there's that. On the other side here, if you ever got a harness, same kind of compression straps on the side. You can just buckle your harness in with all your pods and everything, or kind of buckle whatever you want in there. So there's the harness. Pretty standard there. Okay, I'll start from the back and actually I'll start from the inside here and work my way out. So we've got some nice padded shoulder straps, padded back. It's also got this kind of wicking mesh here to wick the sweat away from your body, so you know when you do sweat, the sweat just doesn't pool up, but it kind of absorbs it and pulls it off of your body. And there's this little hidden pouch here where you can stash some things. This is where I like to put my gun. So this is my primary gun there. Barrel fits inside there. See, it's a pretty good sized pouch. You can fit a couple other things in there. If you wanted to stick a laptop in there, you could do that as well. We have a laptop pouch inside. I'll get to that. There's also a little zipper here where you can hold some, you know, change or keys or whatever. I just threw my wallet in there. Okay. Let's see. That's all that I got in that pouch. Let me close that one back up. All the zippers on this are pretty heavy duty zippers. Really strong, really tough. You know, I hate having zippers that bust. So the zippers on this are really good. Construction's nice and solid too. Okay, move to the next pouch here. Open this one up. This is where I stashed a ton of stuff. Okay, I got my bottle. Let's see what else I throw in here. Some gloves. Elbow pads. Knee pads. Headband. Jersey. There's a backup gun I put in there. Barrel cover. Barrel. Let's see what else. There's a laptop pouch here where you can stick a 15-inch laptop actually inside this pouch. I've just got a little netbook that I was carrying around in it. This pouch will hold a 15-inch laptop. If you've got a 17-inch laptop, and I have one, it'll actually fit in the main compartment here. So if you've got a big 17-inch, I've got a Dell XPS 1730. It actually fits in here. Obviously, it takes up a ton of space, you know, so you couldn't really take that with your gear. Not like you'd want to take that to the field anyway. But it does fit if you're using this bag for other things. So it's good to know. I've also got a little mesh pouch here. I'm not storing anything in there, but if you had some more loose items, you know, that's kind of handy. Okay, so that one's empty. Close that up and then get on to the next one. This is the next compartment. Extra set of goggles. I'm carrying another set with me. That's just kind of a backup that I've stuffed in there. I even stuffed a pair of pants in here, you know. You can put pants in. There's my pants. Alright. What else? Squeegee. See, on the inside here, we've got, there's another little mesh pouch with a zipper, and then just a little pouch behind it. So I got my chronograph stashed there. And then inside this little mesh pouch, little parts kit. This is some more little parts and tools and Teflon tape. Little O-rings, O-ring canister. And that's all I got in that one. And here's the final pouch where I stuck my hopper. Now obviously you could rearrange your gear however you want, you know. I just stuffed it through on this one. So I got my hopper there, batteries inside of it. Okay, here's just a reg tester, just threw that in there. And then you've got, let's see, little, you know, pen holder. I guess if you're going to use this for school or whatever, but it's always good to have some pens, pencils, you know, so got these in there. There's another little pouch in the back where I've got a notebook, a little notebook. You can make a bigger one, put a bigger one in there. But you can see I've packed a ton of stuff in here. And when this thing gets down, you know, unpacked, it's pretty small. But you can actually put a lot of stuff into it once it expands. It holds a ton of gear. Like I said, you can strap stuff on the outside too if you want. A big lifesaver here is the Solar Charging pouch. You know, just actually while we were sort of testing this bag out, testing out the solar panel, one of our guys lost his cell phone charger, left it at home. So it saved the day. You know, we were charging up the phone. If you've got a gun that charges through USB, you know, this will save the day as well. On the inside, just so you see, there's an LED indicator here. It'll glow orange. It glows orange when it tells you that it's charging, you know, with sunlight. It'll, when you turn it on, you know, you turn it on and start charging, it glows green to tell you that it's charging. Cool feature that we put in is if you don't always want to wait for it to charge from the sun, you can actually plug like a USB connected to your computer directly in here. So USB cable to your computer, mini USB right in here, and that'll like pre-charge this. This is actually it's a solar powered battery. So it'll actually pre-charge the battery if you want, and I recommend really doing that. That way you're ready to go from the gate, or at least having like a partial charge, and then the sun can top it off and kind of maintain it. That way you've always got, you know, plenty of charge on there, and you can charge your phone, charge your gun, I don't know, your PSP and all that kind of stuff. We've got this little handy USB retractable thing. It's got a bunch of different little adapters that clip on there. You can see the specs on the website to show you which one. We include like 6 or 7 adapters. So it pretty much got all the phones covered. It does not have an iPhone connector on the end, if you've got an iPhone or an iPod or whatever, that actually already has a USB cable. So you just plug the USB cable for your iPhone directly in here. So, you know, it certainly works with the iPhone. You just need to use your existing cable and plug it straight in and you'll be good to go. So this is the new Virtue Gearbag. And you can see there's just a ton of stuff that you can fit in there. And you're good to go out to the field. You've got yourself covered and it looks pretty cool, comfortable, padded, and it saves you on the day when you lost your charger, your batteries are dead or whatever. Check it out.